Hey guys, so what we have here is the AOR Sierra from Australian OffRoad something, AOR. It's exclusively offered by XGrid campers. This is a tiny camper. The way it's set up right now, you're gonna think it's huge. Let me show you. So it starts off looking huge because of this big, huge fold-out shower room that they put on the back. So what it does is it folds into the back of the trailer. It folds out, turns into this room. You set it up as a room, set up a shower in here. But this is also how you access the interior. And you access the interior by climbing up through this window here. This bed is usually folded down. It just pulls down like this. Now you have a nice sleeping area, about the same space as you have inside a rooftop tent, but you don't have to fold it out. It's already put together. You have, as you saw a second ago, you have some storage space underneath here. Everything is rigid walled, so if you're like my wife and you're afraid you're going to get eaten by a bear, you know, this should be at least make the bear have to can open you. On the interior, you have nice and clean looking white walls. You've got this nice Sierra fan, that keeps you cool. I believe you can throw an air conditioner in here. Just be clear, I don't know all the details on everything, so I make some assumptions. I don't work for any of these people. And every one of these doors is leading to a storage space at least that big. Let's see if this is open or if they're gonna fuss at me because I'm opening something I shouldn't. You never know. It's lots of space. Lots of space in all these doors, like pretty high-end latches, but I'm not an expert on that. What I am an expert on is, I told you I'm going under all of these and seeing how they're bolted in. Now, it looks like we are welded onto there. At least a couple of bolts there. All right, to be clear, I really had no clue if I could prove how many bolts were holding this thing together. But this thing is held. It looks like it's built pretty good under there. And if you see, you've got some pretty beefy suspension under here. This thing is built to go on the Australian Outback and bounce over with thousands of miles to the nearest savior. It's pretty robust. And then you pop it over here on this side, and you've got this nice Cook Partner stove. You got 2 eyes. I don't remember how many BTU, but you can look it up. So dry weight, this is only 2,094 pounds. That is light. You can pull that with anything bigger than a 2-door Wrangler. Now the gross vehicle weight, which means you've loaded up with water, you've put all your crap in there, you've got your little exercise bike in the back. That's going to be at 3,900 pounds. Now that's getting a little bit heavy, but that's still well within range of your Jeep Gladiators, your Tundras, your Tacomas, and I think it's still in range of your 4-door Jeeps. And we're talking about storage. There's storage everywhere. Again, we got another one of these openings here. It's going to go 2-3 feet in there. Lots of space. You got a fridge slide here. You see, you got a table. Honestly, the way I usually work, I'd probably end up having a stove set right here instead of there, but it doesn't matter. You've got options. But here's the cool thing. You remember I told you it was going to be about 4,000 pounds of wet weight? Why is that? Whew. So what was I telling you? 4,000 pounds wet weight? Where did that water come from? We have a 52-gallon tank underneath this thing. And here's something that's even cooler. We have a quick connect down here that can be hooked up to a pump that's on board, that you'd be able to run a tube down, you'd be able to pump water in. I'd pump it through a filter, but you figure it out. So 52 gallons plus whatever you have to suck into this thing to keep it going. That's a lot of water. Anyways, guys, this is the AOR Sierra. This thing is awesome. Go check them out at XGrid OffRoad.